Okay, so thank you very much, everybody, for coming along tonight. Very excited to have some new faces come along here to support both Kerry and Sammy. Thank you so much for your support. So for those who I haven't met before, my name is Jo Ross. I am the founder of the Travel Tribe Movement, which is what Kerry has joined, and Lauren is here, who is the founder of the Girl Boss Movement, which is where Sammy has joined. So just a little bit about me. I have been doing this business for about 18 months and came into it from a Facebook post, believe it or not. I was working in family daycare at the time, and as you know, we all have our little groups on Facebook. I saw a post from a lady who was selling off her family daycare resources. She'd found a online business that was making a better income than her traditional business. It gave her more flexibility to be with her little ones and gave her better financial stability. So she was getting out. So I dreamed of being able to travel around Australia. That was what my hubby and I, with that big one-day dream. So I sent her a message and I said, hey, can I ask what it is that you're doing online? She sent me some information to check out. I found it very, very interesting. I'm actually a breast cancer survivor. So I was diagnosed super young, just after my 33rd birthday. And obviously that just completely turned my life upside down. I had a really big corporate career. I was working sort of 10-hour days, really big days. Plus I had a 2-hour commute. I lived on a 200-acre property. I had horses and cattle and donkeys, but I was also in a really, really toxic relationship. And I was not looking after myself. My health was terrible. I, lived on fast food and takeaway and food out of a can or a jar and Diet Coke and coffee. So, when I got diagnosed, obviously I, started to become very interested in health. I had a look at some alternate therapies rather than jumping straight into the traditional medical system. And I did a juice diet for 5 weeks. I had amazing results on that. And ever since then, I've been super interested in the power of fruit and veg, the ability of eating right and its ability to be able to heal our bodies. So when I saw these products, I was a bit skeptical, to tell the truth, because anything that comes in a canister or a capsule, I'm like, I'm not sure how natural that could possibly be. But I looked into it, I read the research, and I've been amazingly surprised. So I'm going to share a bit about that with you now. So our products are the Juice Plus products, for those who haven't heard of them before. And what they are is fruits, vegetables, and berries in a capsule and nothing else. So we're talking about fruit and veg that is grown on 3rd-generation farms with no herbicides and no pesticides. They're all non-GMO. All the fruit and veg that is in here is left to vine ripen on the tree. Because as we know, that is when the maximum amount of nutrition actually gets into the fruit and veg. The fruit and veg that we eat these days, it's all designed to be mass produced. Our tomatoes are picked when they're green. Our avocados have to be gas ripened. So even when we do try to eat the best that we possibly can, we're not getting that nutrition level that we need. And I mean, we all know that the Australian government tells us we need 5 serves of veggies and 2 serves of fruit every day. But less than 5% of Australian adults are getting that, and it's even less for children. So when I saw this, even though I was juicing, I was, trying to eat the best I possibly could, this just made absolute sense to be able to get 27 different fruits, veg, and berries eating the rainbow. It's not every day, even when I have my best day, that I can have carrot, cabbage, kale, beetroot, broccoli, tomato, garlic, parsley, and spinach. Like, that is amazing to be able to get all of that, the whole spectrum of the rainbow. And that's what these allow us to do. So as I said, the veggies that are in here are all left to vine ripen. They're picked at their maximum peak nutrition level. Within 24 hours, they're sent to our encapsulation factory, where the whole fruit and veg is washed, crushed, and then very slowly freeze dried at about 1 degree. And what that does is allow the water to evaporate, the sugars ferment off, and we are left with the nutrition, the live enzymes. So what that does is the powder is then encapsulated into a vegan capsule. So there's no animal products in here whatsoever. It's all made from plants. The because our products have been around for 20 years in Australia and 30 years worldwide, we have done so many medical studies, have done studies on Juice Plus. It's amazing. They're actually all available. So if you're the kind of person who's very interested in science and would like to read those, please ask us for the links because we love sharing them. We've got universities from all around the world that have done so many different studies and proven that the enzymes that are in here are still bioavailable. So when we take Juice Plus, our body recognizes it as food and starts to use it immediately. Most of us have tried some kind of synthetic supplement before, and I think most of us have had that fabulous experience of what we call the disco wee. So you take a multivitamin, and when you go to the toilet, you notice it's very bright yellow. That's because your body's recognizing the synthetic chemical that you've taken, and it tries to flush it out as quickly as possible. When you take Juice Plus, that doesn't happen. Your body recognizes it as food, and within 5 minutes, it's starting to use all of these incredible enzymes and micronutrients to rebuild your body. So that's just a little bit about our capsules. Then, as I mentioned, we also are very, very family orientated. So as well as the capsules, we have the chews. Now the chews were originally designed for children, but they're also great for adults who don't like to swallow capsules. So these actually come free with every single adult's order. If you've got a child aged between 4 and 18, our company will sponsor with the little gummies. They're exactly the same ingredients as the capsule, but mixed with tapioca starch and pectin, and they have a little bit of fruit juice popped in there so that they taste delicious, and these are amazing. Now these come free with every adult order for your children. They'll come free for 4 years. Now, over the past 10 years that our company's been giving these away, we've actually been doing the world's largest children's health study. Over that time, what they've discovered is that children who are taking Juice Plus are on less medication. They're having less days off school sick. They have less doctor's visits. They eat more fruit and veg. They drink more water. They're more active. And they're starting to do studies now on actual behavioural traits. So by adding these fruit and veg into your children, it actually does start to change their palates, because like attracts like. So whatever we eat, that's what we crave. So when we're giving our children 17 different fruits and veggies every single day, even though they think it's a lolly, it starts to react with their little bodies. They get that nutrition that they need, and it starts to help repair them. And then, you know, their taste buds start changing, and it just sets them up for life for those good, healthy habits. The other product that we have is our complete protein powders. Now, a lot of people have tried shakes and all that sort of thing before. So these are very, very different from shakes that you can buy in the chemist. Most over-the-counter products, things like that, are based on milk products and whey protein. Ours are, again, completely vegan. So in here is absolutely nothing but veggies. So what we've got is pea protein, chickpea powder, rice protein. We've got broccoli, alfalfa sprouts, radish, quinoa, aramis, pumpkin powder, pomegranate powder, spirulina, mushroom powder. Now, I don't know about you, but I probably don't eat all of that in a week, let alone having it in an incredible, yummy shake every single day. It comes in chocolate and vanilla, tastes amazing, and has less sugar than half a banana. So these are so super versatile. You can use them in cooking, in baking, in bliss balls. I have this one as a chocolate shake every morning just with water and ice. My hubby loves this one with frozen mango and frozen banana or berries. That's his favorite. And they are so super versatile. So if you're a breakfast skipper like I am, this is an amazing way to get you those veggies and get you off to that super start in the morning. The other thing that's in here is a vitamin called niacin. Now, niacin's actually naturally found in vegetables, but it's what they use to pop into antidepressant and some anti-anxiety medication. It's naturally found in veggies. And so by having it in these shakes, what we've found is we've got customers who've got testimonials that after adding this into their diet, you know, for a period of months, they've actually been able to reduce, or some of them even get off some of their medication. So it's pretty amazing what just adding those veggies into our life can do for us. And then our only other product that we have, which is fairly new to Australia, it's only been here for a couple of months, but we're very excited about, is our Omega blend. Now, we all know how important our omegas are. Every single day we're seeing ads for fish oil and krill oil and all that sort of thing. Unfortunately, that comes with a few dangers. Lots of people have anaphylaxis reactions to seafood and fish. And also, so many people these days are worried about the mercury levels, because we all know that the big fish these days have got pretty dangerous mercury levels in them. So what Juice Plus decided to do was skip the fish. The fish actually get the omegas from the algae that they eat. So rather than trying to squeeze all the oil out of the fish, we've actually gone straight to the plant source. So these here is an incredible variety of omegas. So it's not just your threes, it does your whole variety. This one here has in it raspberry seed, sea buckthorn oil, tomato seed, pomegranate seed oil, and our algae. So it is incredible what this is doing for people. We're just starting to hear some amazing results. I know my husband can't live without these now. He's been on them for 6 months, and he's gone from having such a bad knee that he needed a knee replacement to today he walked almost 10 kilometers. And, you know, while he's moaning and groaning, he's still going to be totally fine in the morning, and he'll be up ready to go exploring with me in the morning. So we're very, very thankful for these omegas. So that's really our products. We're not a catalogue company. We're just there to cover the basics. And what we know is that these days people aren't getting that nutrition. So what our products do is bridge the gap. We'll know what we should be eating. And even when we have a great day, it's still not every single day. So that's what these do. They bridge that gap. Now, along with the products, we have an amazing program. It's called the Juicy Body Transformation. It's completely run on Facebook. And the lady who's written our program, she was actually one of the top 10 finalists on MasterChef. So our recipes are amazing. They're very family friendly. They're all minimal, like 15, 20 minutes prep time in the kitchen. And they're all food that people want to eat, but it's the healthy version of it. We've got things like clean KFC chicken is always a huge favourite. The sweet potato brownies, the most chocolatey, delicious brownies, but they're made from sweet potato. We've got chocolate chip biscuits that are made from a can of chickpeas. And I promise you, if you don't tell the kids, they will never know the difference. So we're all about swapping out the not great ingredients for the whole food version. We don't do deprivation, we don't do calorie counting, but everybody gets lifetime access to our program because we really do want to help people change their nutrition. So what I'd like to do now is actually shoot over to a couple of people who've been taking the products for a while. I'm just going to go and find Mark first. Mark, could you take yourself off mute for me? How are you?
Yep. Hey, I'm good, thanks. Yourself?
Good. So would you mind sharing with us how long you've been taking the Juice Plus products are and what your health story is?
Yep, cool. Can I just add one thing first?
Yeah.
That Amanda's discovered that if you mix the vanilla shakes with coconut water, coconut water or coconut milk, and then you freeze it, and it tastes like a caramel ice block.
Coconut milk. Okay, you'll have to clarify on the milk or the water because I know we're all going to want to go and try that.
Yep. And yeah, and kids in that don't even know the difference. They just think they're having a normal caramel milk ice block.
Wow. Okay, awesome. Nice job, Amanda.
Yeah, I'll have to check with her later.
Yes, please do.
But yeah, just something I'd bring up because everyone that's taken it, you should definitely try it. It's damn good. But
Awesome.
so basically, I started on Juice Plus back in January of this year, and I was diagnosed as a diabetic type 2 a couple of years ago now. It's probably nearly 3 actually, and that sort of started me off on a journey of trying to figure out what I should be eating because we got diagnosed as a diabetic. The doctor that I'm with is pretty good. She doesn't just throw tablets at you straight away. So she said, right, I'll go home, eat healthy. Here's your little blood meter thingy. Check that out. You've got to keep it between 5 and 8, and that's a good level to keep it at. So we went home and had, steak and veggies, potato, peas, beans, corn, not sure what else, but, all the stuff that we're all led to believe and told that that's really healthy and good for you. So after dinner, we checked the sugar and it was 12. We're like, okay, then that's pretty crazy. What the hell's gone wrong here? So started investigating everything and discovered the potato's really bad because the starch in it practically instantly turns to sugar, and of course that just puts everything through the roof. So during the journey, I discovered that a lot of plant-based foods are definitely a better way to go, and exercise, and it all just helps to keep everything under control. So I was doing okay. The doctor was still checking, and it's like, oh yeah, we'll see you in 3 months and see how you go, but you're sort of doing okay. So I forgot to go basically this year and started on the Juice Plus in January. And then it was just a couple of weeks ago now, I thought, I probably should really go and check because I've forgotten to go. So I went in there and had the blood test and everything that they do. And she was beside herself. She was jumping up out of a chair and shaking my hand. And it's like, wow, you've done awesome. And flicking through all the pages on the computer, trying to figure out what tablets I'm on. And she's like, you're not on anything. You're not taking any medication. And it's like, no, it's just, doing what I was doing, and the Juice Plus, all the nutrients and that in that, just helping to keep all the sugar levels under control and keep everything good. And you've got to get your eyes tested as well. And I've tested my eyes, and there's no sign of diabetes anywhere basically in my system. Even my cholesterol, because I've moved over to a more plant-based diet, and like even that's how we found the coconut water milk thing. Even the coffee, if I have coffee, I have it with almond milk because I noticed that the cholesterol with regular milk was still a little bit here and there. But with the omegas and that I've been taking as well, my cholesterol's all down really low. And, basically the doctor was that if I didn't know you were a diabetic, I wouldn't say you were. And that's just from, watching what I do, and plus all the Juice Plus certainly helping keep it under control. So it's been excellent.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing. I can just picture your doctor trying to figure out, looking through the computer, not believing, trying to figure out what it is you're taking.
Yeah, well, the nurse that you got to see before that kept trying to trick me. She'd just casually talk about stuff and then go, so what medication are you on? Because, it was beyond her comprehension that I could have those sorts of results if I wasn't on some form of medication.
Yep. And there's nothing we love better than proving the doctor's wrong. All right. Thanks so much, Mark. All right. We're going to shoot over now to Melissa. Melissa, can you just take yourself off mute for me while I find you?
Yeah,
thank you. I've put Mel on the spot because she's just shared in the comments her amazing results. So I'm like, that's too good to not share. So I've put her on the spot here.
Am I on mute still? No.
No, we can hear you lovely. So how long, if you can share with us, how long you've been taking the products for and what you're loving?
I've been taking them for, I think it's about 5 weeks now.
Yep.
And what I'm loving is definitely I feel a lot clearer in the head. So I had a baby. I have a nearly 4-year-old, and I had a baby January. So, typical baby brain, big time. And one thing definitely, like the last 2 weeks, my head feels so much clearer. Like I can actually think now, and it's like I can literally put sentences together and, conversations, which is, some days I was just so vague and, like ridiculous. So head's clear. Moods, definitely. Like I've seriously noticed my moods better with the kids probably the last 2 weeks. Just I feel a lot calmer, where I was kind of, flying off the handle a bit. But things aren't getting under my skin or annoying me as much. So, or if I go into town and you're kind of in town, rushing around, doing jobs, jumping in and out of the car with the kids, and I used to find that really stressed me out.
Yeah.
But now I don't feel that. It's really weird. Yeah, it's fantastic. power dips. I was getting like power dips sort of at about 11 o'clock in the morning, and also 3 o'clock in the afternoon, around 2 or 3, literally like nearly needing matchsticks to hold my eyes open. But yeah, that's gone. Sinus has been a big problem. So like I'm talking 20 years sinus issues. And the nighttime ones, I would often, previously before Juice Plus, I was waking up during the night, or if I got up to do a bottle for my daughter, I'd go back to bed and I'd just have this sinus attack where my nose would just run, I'd be sneezing, and, you know, my husband's got to get up for shift work early, so he'd be getting grumpy. And, yeah, they've stopped, which is fantastic because you would wake up twice as drained in the morning. I still am getting it in the mornings, but, you know, a 15-year problem I don't expect to, you know, kind of go away really, you know, within a month. So I'm looking forward to see how that is at the 4-month peak. And yeah, I don't know, my energy levels are better. I'm just really, a lot happier. It's really good. I'm super stoked.
That's awesome. Like, I mean, to be a month in and to be making a difference in your life. And I mean, I was a person years and years ago, I used to have the hay fever. I would seriously go through a box of tissues in less than a week, like, you know, because my nose used to run. So I know your pain.
It's horrible. I hate it. But anyway, things are on the improve, so
awesome.
We'll keep plugging along. And plus, you know, the baby weight, I'm nearly actually down to my pre-baby weight before Atlanta. So another kilo, and I'm super happy.
Awesome. Okay, you'll be posting your bikini pics in no time.
Oh, that's my Christmas present, so I'm going to smash that kilo off.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you so much for sharing, Melissa.
No worries.
All right. So, we're just going to have one more story from Miss Lauren Berry. If you could take yourself off mute for me while I spotlight you. How are you this evening?
I'm fabulous. How are you guys?
Good. Thank you so much for joining us. So,
thanks for having me.
So you've probably been on the products longest out of anybody here. So could you share with us your story?
I can. So I came into this product and business 3.5 years ago. So it'll be 4 years in May, which is quite crazy. I was 26 when I came into the business and the product. I came in at the very same time. The product made sense to me. I was a personal trainer at the time. But previous to that, I had lost a lot of weight, probably the worst way possible. Think about any kind of deprivation you've ever been on, times it by 10, and that's kind of what I did. I lost 37 kilos in under 7.5 months, living in the UK. So if you know what the food and temperature is like over there, usually people gain weight. And my health was at a really low point. That's why I lost weight. When I came back, I was a lot skinnier. You know, I got down to 51 kilos. I'm not very tall. So, you know, that wasn't too bad, but my health took a massive hit. In 2013, I got diagnosed with adrenal fatigue. I also ended up in hospital with severe liver damage because of all the lotions and potions that I'd taken. Not many people kind of know that part of the story, but I was really sick. And then I decided to work with a naturopath, you know, fork out $600 to $700 a month on everything, you know, to try and better yourself. And really, like Joe, you know, when something drastic happens in your health, that's when you kind of, you know, take a step back and actually take it seriously because you only get one chance. And so when I came across the products, it made sense. So within like 3-4 days, I felt like sustained energy. Now, you know, adrenal fatigue plus, you know, a very, very, I guess, draining job. I was working 3 jobs at the time. So 72-hour work weeks, sometimes more. You know, up at 10 to 4 every single morning, train clients, you know, 2 jobs during the week, not in bed till like 11 o'clock. And so like that toll on my body for so long didn't help either. So, yeah, within taking the product, you know, sustain energy, not the highs and lows of sugar and caffeine, which I actually still took. I still drank coffee, which was a big no-no in my life at the time. And so I had sustained energy. So I drink coffee every now and again because I actually like the taste, but I don't need it to, you know, be able to function. And I stopped having naps in the day, which I kind of need. And then within 12 weeks, I had very bad acne. So I can't even remember what my skin used to look like, but it was really bad because there was a toxicity in my body. I never had acne growing up, but because of the toxicity in my body and my blood, you know, it shows up in your skin. It is the biggest organ. So 12 weeks, my skin cleared up. Now I get the odd spot, but I don't have makeup on, right? For me, not to wear makeup is just crazy to the life I used to lead, trying to cover it up. And it was cystic, so it was really sore, and it was all over my arms and down my back also. And, you know, it's gone within 12 weeks. And like I said, I get the odd spot hormonally sometimes, but that's about it. And, you know, adding the omegas in, I don't get joint pain. Joint pain is a massive thing. And, you know, for adrenal fatigue and any kind of inflammation in your body, you know, I'm back at the gym. I train 6 days a week, you know, hard. I don't go light at the gym. And, you know, being back to like squatting 100 kilos and things like that, like that load on your spine and your knees and things like that, I just don't get the inflammation, and it helps with my recovery because then I can go back and do it again tomorrow and the next day, and my body recovers and it actually responds really well. So, you know, for me, I would never be without it. I know days that I don't take it or I forget it or, you know, things like that. I actually do take double the dose. It is fruits and vegetables. That's the beauty of it. You can't overdose on something like that. And, you know, the changes that I've seen within people within the last 3.5 years, you know, my mum's got heart disease. She had 2 heart attacks, you know, to be able to help her with her cholesterol and blood pressure and to get off medications, or at least a lot with the dosage, you know, and you don't actually have to have a disease to take Juice Plus, but obviously loads of people are looking for something. So those are just some of my changes.
Thank you so much for sharing. And we have to say you are glowing and your skin looks gorgeous.
Maybe that's just sweat. I live on the Gold Coast.
Oh, I think the whole of Australia is in a heat wave today. You're not alone there. So thank you for sharing though. All right. So let me pop it back. Okay. So yeah, as you've heard, huge different variety of stories. Like we say, we'll never make claims as to what Juice Plus can do for a person. However, when you start giving your body the nutrition it needs and craves, it is amazing what it can do. So before we're going to sort of change over and start talking about the business side of things now. And just before I introduce the beautiful Sammy and Kerry, what we'd like to do is just bust a couple of myths, because I know that for friends and family who hear about, you know, somebody starting a job online or a business online, often they're very, very worried that, you know, there's some sort of scam or they've been conned into doing something or it's not legit. So what we want to do is just address a couple of those myths. So tonight, first of all, I'm going to shoot over to Mark. Mark is going to share with us just a couple of basically about our business model, so you can sort of see how we work.
Hey guys, I'm back. I think this is where I had it last time. Yep, cool.
That works.
Right, yeah. Oh, not organised, sorry, hang on. Oh, there we go. Okay. So basically, a lot of the things people are stressed out about is that dirty word pyramid. You know, everyone thinks it's like a pyramid scheme. But when you look at the law, they were ruled illegal back in the 70s, and this company's been around as long as that. So basically, if we were a pyramid illegal company, we certainly wouldn't be here, or the rest, you know, you'd see us all, we'd be doing this from jail cells and things like that. We certainly wouldn't be here talking about it due to the laws and that sort of thing. So basically, when you have a look at how everything is all structured, we've got how everything works in life. And of course, there it is, the dreaded pyramid. So we can relate this to most roles and work in life. You know, everyone sort of starts down here. You've got like the guys at Woolies that push the trolleys, or the people that work at the checkouts. You know, when I had my own business, anyone that started with me, you know, you all sort of start at the bottom. And then you've got the boss dudes up here, or the CEO of the company, whatever you want to call them. Of course, that was me up there for a while. And as people work, you know, some of them can move up. A lot of them don't. You know, in my business, I know I had a few people, and one guy I put up to manager just so he could look after the store for me when I wasn't around and things like that. Of course, there's no way that he's ever going to get up here to be the manager of the entire business, or the owner, or the top of the ladder, unless I died or sold the business or something like that. No one else is ever going to get up to the top here. So the same with, you know, like the people that work at Woolies and like salesmen at Harvey Norman. It doesn't matter who you are. When you're starting down here at the bottom, you may get up one rung in life, but there's no way you're ever going to get up at the top, because there's only so many positions available up here for people to get to. And of course, the people that get up here, they're normally family or buy-in or things like that. They're not the guys down here that do all the hard work. And the other thing that ends up happening is that all the people here that work with each other are also working against each other, because there's only so many positions to move up. So for someone to move up here, then these people down here start thinking, well, how come he or she is up here earning more than me? Why did they get that role? I work harder than they do. I deserve as much money as what they're getting. So it starts creating tension and that in the workforce. And even though all of these people might have been friends, once people start to rise up a bit, then their friendship starts getting strained, because they have to do hard things like, you know, I don't care if you're sick, get your ass into work, and things like that. So suddenly the friendship starts getting strained. Now in our business, we're more like a open-ended rectangle. Oh, my hand keeps getting in the road. There we go, that's better. So everyone still starts down the bottom here, but it doesn't matter who you are. You start down here, whether you're a doctor or a lawyer, you know, the Woolies trolley and checkout people, doesn't matter who you are, you start down here. And of course, you come up to the top here. Now, our top position is called NMD. Doesn't matter what the letters and that stand for, that's just the name. So up here, there's limitless positions. Anyone can come up to MMD. And realistically, in the business as well, NMD may be the top name for this level up here, but you can still grow and spread out and move on further from that. So that there's no limit. That's why it's open. Even though you reach what they say is the top, you can still keep growing. It just keeps on going and going. Now, the other beauty about this business is that as you rise up here through all the different ranks, to get up to the next levels, you actually got to help other people rise up as well. So for you to rise up and make it to the NMD position, you've got to help these other people here move up with you. So it's the first business that I've seen where everyone wants you to succeed. They work with you and they help you to succeed, because it's in everyone's interest to get you up to NMD, because by you going up there, you help them go up there. So you help the next person and the next person, and everyone works together and helps each other. And it certainly makes an awesome community where everyone is friendly and helps each other. And, you know, I've got a team and that over in America, and even though they're part of my team and not other people in America, everyone else in America jumps on and helps them as well to come up through the ranks, purely because that's the way the community is all structured and how everyone works together with each other. So it's, you know, the two reasons I got into it was the health benefits, but also once you see this community, it's such a beautiful place to work and be. You don't want to leave. You just want to keep helping everyone to get up to the top as you get up to the top as well.
Awesome. Thank you, Mark. You're so right. Like, it is so much about the community, and I can just tell, you know, you're as addicted to it as I am, because once you start helping people, that becomes addictive. Like, seriously, there's no better feeling than knowing you've helped other people and watching them hit their goals. And and it really does become addictive, and you all just want to help each other. So the other myth that a lot of people worry about, or thing that people worry about with a business like this, is that they don't know enough people, that they're going to have to go and track down family and friends and be that annoying person that harasses everybody. So what I just would love to explain to you is exactly how I got started in this business. So as I mentioned, Katrina did that post on Facebook about how she was selling off her family daycare supplies. So we connected. And from there, I was living in a tiny little beach town, didn't know hardly anybody. I had 3 family daycare parents whose children I was looking after. So I was like, oh, I don't know how this is going to work. I've got less than 100 Facebook friends. I'm not big on social media. I don't have, I'm not one of those people that posts all the time or anything like that. So I'm like, okay, I'll just share it with the mums of the family daycare kids. So that's what I did. I shared it with Beck. Beck was sick and tired of dropping her kids off at my place while she had to go to work to pay the bills. She was also sick and tired of the kids getting sick all the time. So she jumped straight in, absolutely loved it. She then shared it with a lady at work, Angela. Angela loved the idea of being able to stay at home and take care of her children as well. And Angela shared it with her adult daughter, Jacinta. So while this was going on, I decided to do a post on Facebook. Like, I came into this business because I wanted to go traveling. I wanted to escape the rat race, and I wanted to, live my healthiest life I possibly could. So I put a post out on Facebook, basically saying exactly that. Is there anybody else out there who would like to earn a little bit of extra income from helping others and sharing this amazing product? And from that, I had Denise, Deb, and Vicky all get in touch and say, yes, I'd like some extra income. Both Vicky and Denise happen to be school teachers. Both of them have partners who aren't working, so they're both the income earners for their family, and they needed that extra income. Deb's a cleaner, and she doesn't get paid a great wage, so she's looking for something extra. So Denise shared this with her partner, Greg, her best friend, Taku, and her mum, Gwenda. Deb put a post on Facebook, and she shared it with Catherine. And Vicky did a post on Facebook, and she shared it with Mark, who you've heard from tonight, and Melanie. So while this was happening and I was talking to these people, everybody else is just posting on Facebook about why they're loving what they're doing, loving the extra income, loving the fact that they're feeling amazing, getting rid of some of those niggling health problems. And so this here is what we call the popcorn effect. Out of all this people here, I actually only knew Beck. So this has been about 18, 20 months in the business now, and I've got 150 beautiful people in this team. And out of my whole team, I actually only knew 3 of them personally. So 2 of them were family daycare mums, and 1 of them was my brother's girlfriend. So never once have I had to go harassing friends and family and saying, join my business. We have an entire system that uses social media and Facebook. And it is just an amazing way to, share this opportunity with so many people. So now what I would love to do is hand on over to Kerry, because this is exactly how Kerry and I have connected. Let me find you. Could you take yourself off mute, please, Kerry?
Yep. Can you hear me, Jo?
Perfectly. How are you?
Not bad, thanks. How are you?
Good, thank you. So could you share with everybody tonight, how did Juice Plus come into your life, and what are you excited for the future?
Well, Juice Plus came in my life by meeting Jo on Facebook in one of the caravan groups, because anyone who knows me knows that Anthony and I have bought, are in the process of buying a caravan, and hopefully early 2019 we're going to head off and travel the road around Australia. Anyway, I'm 42 years of age and very much obese, suffer from depression. I'm pre-diabetic, asthmatic, before coming across Juice Plus, practically no exercise, no energy whatsoever, wanted to sleep all the time, digestion problems. And I've been taking Juice Plus now for 7 days, and I've now got some energy, and I'm finding that I can actually get out of bed when the alarm goes off in the morning. I don't want to stay there all the time. I'm hoping to get out of Juice Plus a lot of weight loss by following the healthy body transformation, as well as a bit of success out of the business, as I've seen a lot of successful people in this business, and hopefully it will allow me to travel full-time on the road.
That's so exciting, Kerry. Thank you so much for sharing with us. Like, for those of us who are in some of the product groups, you know, we've just finished an 8-week shred program, and the results that are coming out of that 8-week shred program is just amazing. Like, the transformation that people are having in just 8 weeks by adding this nutrition in and following our program, that's just amazing. So I am so excited for you for the future, like, not only for your health, but, you know, just in 12 months, my entire life changed. I've seen Denise's entire life change. She's been able to retire from her teaching career. You know, in 12 months' time, when you guys are ready to hit the road, you are going to be feeling fantastic, looking fantastic, and just wanting to absolutely share this with everybody. So I am so excited for you for the next 12 months. And I'm so glad I get to work with you. Okay, we're going to shoot on over now to Sammy. So let me find you. If you can take yourself off mute for me.
Hey.
Hello, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Would you mind sharing with us all, how did Juice Plus, the products and the business, come into your life, and why did they make sense for you?
Well, I was scrolling through Facebook and I saw a post from Stevie calling all boss babes to be your own boss and work from home and not put money in someone else's pocket, which sounded absolutely amazing. I immediately messaged Stevie, and then we got to chatting, and then I met Magda, who has also been amazing throughout the whole process. And yeah, that's how I got started. And I'm hoping to... I've always suffered from depression and anxiety since I was a teenager, and I'm hoping to get off my antidepressants. I'm down from 40 milligrams to 5 now a day, which is amazing since I've been on them for so long. I have more energy because I have sleep issues as well. I've always had sleep issues, trouble staying asleep, trouble like keeping awake during the day, and this has helped immensely. It keeps my energy up, it keeps me happy and motivated and not sad all the time, which is amazing. And I'm also hoping to be able to pay for the weekly groceries and get private health insurance with my partner, you know, just all those little tiny things that I couldn't do before. Yeah
Awesome. That is so exciting, Sammy. And like, looking at you, you're bubbling and you're excited and you've got energy, and yeah, it's fantastic. Wow.
Yeah, very different from before.
Yeah, that's awesome. So, and that's the best thing is, you know, when you make those changes in yourself, people just flock to you, because, you know, so many people are suffering from the same things, and they want those changes as well. So I am
also the nutrition and everything. I never ate healthy because I never really learnt how. So I'm taking the capsules at the moment.
Awesome.
But
very good. Yep. And that's it too. So many people just don't know, you know, how to look after themselves, and our program just makes it so much easier. So
yeah, definitely.
Very excited for you. I will be stalking you on Facebook to watch your progress.
I hope so. Thanks.
No worries. All right. So you've heard why the ladies have joined the business and why they're excited. So I guess you know, for those of you who are curious, you'd probably want to know how does the business work? How do we get paid? How do we make money in this? So I'm going to shoot on back over to Lauren, and Lauren is going to run through that for us.
Who doesn't like money? I always say that. Some people don't raise their hands, and I'm like, well, you can put money in my bank account if you like. You know, for me, money is just choices. You know, choices like, you know, I love hearing that. I guess I came into this business for such small goals, you know, working so many hours a week, being 26, I don't have children, you know, and that sort of thing. But like, who wants to work that many hours a week and like have no time to actually go and live the life that you want to live? I lived abroad for 5.5 years, and when I came home, 2013, very begrudgingly, I would have lived in the UK my whole life if I could have. And, you know, travel got very easily taken out of my life because I had to work, you know, not enough money to travel, things like that. But of course, not enough time abundance to travel. And I guess just do nice things for people, you know, or cover the grocery bill, or, you know, actually have choices to go out and live a life that you really want to live. So what I loved about this business, and I hope that this pen works, is that you got paid 3 ways. So in this business, unlike my, I guess, traditional business or my PT business, if I went to work, I got paid. Now, if I didn't go to work, I didn't get paid. In other jobs, you know, I'd have a allotted amount of sick leave, and goodness me, if, you know, things came up and I had to have more than that, 4 weeks paid holiday a year was not enough. And so I loved that in this business, we got paid 3 ways. So we get paid a retail profit. So none of us have lots of stock in our garage and hope and pray we get rid of it. We literally connect a customer to the company. The company boxes it, ships it, and bills it. All we get to do is connect. We get to do the fun part. We get to literally help people with their health, which you've heard tonight, and the company gives us a retail profit for doing that. We also then get a commission. So it's coined the beach money. And that's really, I guess, the residual income that builds over time. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. Okay, if you want to be a millionaire overnight, you're in the wrong place. That's not what we are. But we truly help people, okay, be able to build a residual income base, and it takes time. You know, but whether it takes you 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, there's not many other things that you could do from anywhere in the world, from your phone or your laptop, and be able to earn a residual or a passive income over time. And then we have the fun money. So the bonuses, which in our team, we have a cool culture. I spend some of it on the team. We do some fun parties. We have some fun incentives. I love to give money away, and also spend some of it on yourself. So, you know, my bonuses go towards things like airplane tickets, or, you know, you heard that Denise retired from her job. We got the luxury of going and surprising her. So, you know, I could never have done that, you know, spontaneously ever, you know, in the past. And I love that this business not just gives me the time and freedom to do it, but, you know, the money and the choice to do cool things like that, which for me, that's what life's made up of. You know, you're not going to remember like a lot of it, but you will remember the memories that you created. So, you know, through the bonuses, we have levels just like any job. But what I love is that our company truly incentivizes you for teaching other people. So it's a teach business, like what Jo shared. And, you know, she shared it with Denise, and Denise went and shared it with Greg, and Greg then went and shared it with Gwenda and loads of other people, right? Our company incentivizes us to teach other people. So there's no sign-up bonus, you know, it's not a sign-up club. We're really looking for people that are inspired, that, you know, either want to be person A and pay for the groceries like Sammy shared, or be person B, you know, that was me. I wanted to come in for an extra $1,000 a month to be able to travel more. Or you want to come in, right, like Jo, and change your whole life, and be person C and go and travel, you know, Australia in a caravan and live, you know, the best life possible, the one that you'd always dreamed of. And so our company incentivizes. So a $400 bonus for you when you get to SDVF, and a $400 bonus every time you go and teach someone how to do that too. You know, I was in a recruitment-based job for a very long time, and I was not incentivized to teach people, right? I was not incentivized to train them. It was just part of my work description, and I had to do overtime to do it. And so I love that we're incentivized to go and help those people in the cool community and culture we have. SC is a $600 bonus. And again, go and teach others. Every time you do, you get a $600 bonus. SSC or Senior Sales Coordinator is a $1,200 bonus. You know, go and help someone do it. It's a $1,200 bonus. QNMD or Qualifying National Marketing Director is a $1,500 bonus. Go and help others to do it. It's $1,500. And like Mark shared, the pinnacle of our position is NMD, and it's a $3,000 bonus. So when I got to QNMD, you know, I got a $1,500 bonus, and so did my teacher, which is Adam Westwick. You know, once I had hit NMD, he'd earned enough in bonuses along the way. And just like, you know, all of us are helping other people, we are getting rewarded also for teaching them as well as the person that's hitting them. You know, you never get demoted in our company. Life happens. You can take this as slow or as fast as you want. But, you know, to really be able to earn kind of that passive income, it really is about building a team, helping them, nurturing and creating your cool culture. And you know what? I've been part of a lot of teams in my life, but this is one I'm proud to call family. You know, some of these people I never would have known without this business. And you know what? NMD can be seen to be making a six-figure income. You know, I got there within 2 years of starting my business. And, you know, I was earning around $100,000 a year. I never dreamed that I could earn six figures, you know, and I don't have to wear a suit and tie to do it. I can wear my jumpsuit. I'm like, you know, in the apartment. It's totally an incredible way. And you know what? More and more people are looking into this because of that time abundance, because of that freedom, but also because you know what? There's not many other ways that you can make an amazing income whilst making an impact and from anywhere you like, which is pretty cool. So I'll pass it over to you, Jo.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Absolutely. Just cannot say how much, everything you've just said is exactly why we're in this. You know, it's all about helping others and teaching others. And the more that you want to do that, the more that you're willing to share this with people, the more you get rewarded in turn. So there's no greater way to, you know, be having a business, be earning an income, and be helping people with both their health and their financial situation at the same time. So thank you so much to everybody who's come along tonight and had a listen. Now, we understand that this isn't for everybody. Totally get that. But there might be a story that you've heard here tonight, and you might have a family member or a friend who you're just thinking, oh my goodness, they could so do with this product or this business in their life. It might be something that you're thinking this person could really, really, you know, use this. And we are a word of mouth business. So if you would like to share this information, we would be very, very grateful if you want to pass that on, both from Sammy or Kerry or whoever else has shared this video recording with you. Please feel free to share this information because like we've said tonight, we love helping people and sharing with this as many people as we possibly can. So thank you so much for joining us and hope you have a great night.